Hi, everyone. It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur, coming at you tonight. It is a Sunday evening, wrapping up the weekend. And, I know that got another great IFYL or Inspirations for Your Life show for you tonight. So, if you are new to IFYL, my channel, you'll see a QR code at the top right. Just take your phone, scan the QR code on that code, and what it will do is it will direct you to my link tree, which is a plethora of information that's free and allow you to become a better version of yourself and help everybody else become better versions of themselves through video and lots of other great content. If you are coming back to my channel, well, welcome back, friends, colleagues, and associates. It is so wonderful to have you here. And I hope that many of the new people will become just as loyal and trusted as you guys that watch me all the time, every single day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is the topic for tonight? You want to know what that is? I'll tell you what that is. We are on episode 2 of Understanding How and Why to Delegate. All right, we talked yesterday about delegation and what it means to delegate. However, a lot of people don't delegate just because let's say they're control freaks. I'm going to say it. um, the other reason that people don't delegate is that they don't know how. Another reason people don't delegate is because they're afraid that besides being a control freak, that things are going to get done differently. And maybe by different, they're scared of that or afraid of that. Now, when we think about delegation, right? Um, Delegation is a way, as we said yesterday, how do you get more hours in your day? Because that's almost impossible. Well, you have to delegate and get more teams and staffs to help you. So when you do that, you're able to, I don't want to say clone yourself, but you're able to take your vision, take your mission, and have it carried out through many other people. I mean, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Carrying out your mission. We talked about the idea of how you can start a small business and how you can grow that business and why it makes sense to grow it and how you can double, triple, and quadruple your profits by taking a concept and then just taking it forward. Because you see, most people want to help a business, especially a starting business. Why? Oh, a lot of people find that when they help a business, that they're doing something good and they know that that growth is going to help many people down the road and many generations to come. The other reason people like to help a business is because maybe they were in their own business once and started something from scratch and they know how hard it is. So when you got people that are at the grassroots intentional level, they're good people and they want to help others, right? And so when we think about this, it's pretty interesting. Michael, I see we got to block these people again. Yeah, I know. These jokers here are funny, aren't they? They come in here with all their X-rated crap and they put it in a channel and they think we're going to show it. Well, they have another thing coming. I just wish that they would actually use a part of their brain that the creator gave them to actually create good instead of all this slop about X-rated content, which nobody really cares about. I mean, there's some people that might get interested in it because of what it is, but let's face it, at the end of the day, you can get tired of that crap, right? And if there's no meaning and there's no love and there's no intention, it just becomes crap. So your comments are crap and my moderators are definitely going to block you. I don't like to say that, but I have to just tell you that your comments are just pathetic. And frankly, there's no place for them on our channel. You should probably go find yourself a college channel or somebody that's really desperate to hear you because, see, we don't need that here as adults and as young adults that want to make their lives better. We know how to channel our energies. And it sounds like you guys don't. So that might be something you want to learn how to do, or maybe get some help in how to keep your emotions, especially your bodily emotions, under control so that you don't come off looking like a jerk like you always do in our shows. And again, we do block the content so our audience doesn't see that. But we do want to let you know that we see your content and we think it's pretty pathetic that you don't have anything else better to do in your life. So, delegation is about making the conscious effort to take things in your life or in your business and get them divided out. Now, we were talking about something the other day with a friend of mine, and he wanted to hire 55 people. And I said, Jim, why do you want to hire 55 people? Well, he said, I want to divide the tasks. Really, what he was meaning is that he wanted to delegate the tasks. And so when you have somebody that's responsible for a specific thing, then guess what? It becomes really easy to be able to stay on top of it. And when your business grows in one level, and when everybody sees everything growing, like, how the heck do you do that? Well, you have a structure, you have a plan, you have a delegation list of authority and how you want to manage that. And when you delegate authority to other people, it's important to have rewards in the system so that as they grow up and pass up the ladder, you're able to do more stuff and things that could help your company grow or your life grow. But the reason people don't delegate is because they don't want change. They're afraid that if they don't make the change themselves, then it must not be good. But I have to tell you, a lot of great ideas come from other people. I know in my media company and my tech company, a lot of times we get ideas, not so much about technology, but we get ideas about how to do something differently and how to approach somebody. And these are great ideas that can really make a difference in others' lives. But when you look at something from the same eye all the time, and you don't get a separate pair of eyes on it, you miss things. Maybe you miss spellings, maybe you miss grammar. You miss things which you're like, well, how did I miss that? It's because you're so close and intimate into the details that you miss things like a word, a sentence, a transitive verb, or subject because you read it in your mind, but you don't see it on paper. That's why it's great to do something and go away from it and come back in a day, but also have another pair of eyes on it. Have a couple pairs of eyes on it, because by doing that, it's going to allow you to become actually better. Now, delegation. So there's a lot of benefits with delegation, but there's also some challenges. The challenges with delegation is some people think they got to delegate everything overnight, and that is totally wrong. You need to delegate things in stages. And as you do that, you're going to find that there's an evolution of growth. You see, let's just say, for example, you were to open up a pretzel store, and I'm just making this up, right? I'm not even in the pretzel business, but let's say you were to open up a pretzel store and you made these great Philly pretzels. You rolled them yourself and you put the salt on them. Maybe you put the mustard. People want that. And you started doing it yourself. And then you started to realize that you can't make so many pretzels. So you need help because you need to work more on your business than in your business. So you need to train people to make pretzels. All right. So now you're making pretzels, and that's great. And now you've trained them, and now you're doing great with the profits. But you realize that you want to start having a drink, but not just soda or water. You want to make homemade lemonade with a really special recipe. So that requires more people. And so you need to delegate that task. But how about the fact when your store is doing so well, you take that recipe that you used to build that store and you open another store and you launch the same recipe. You see, that's how franchises are born, and that's how they become profitable. They take a set of very strict parameters of how to run a business. You see, most people that open a business, as I told you, don't know how to run a business. They become business owners, but did you know that less than half of them even come close to becoming an entrepreneur before they even go out of business? And the others stay entrepreneurs, they grow, or they become serial entrepreneurs. Now, the challenge with becoming an entrepreneur is you have to understand that the business has rules, but it's the passion that has to get injected into the business. If you don't inject passion into the business, you're going to be just like Joe, Bob, or Annie's pretzel store, right? No different. When passion gets injected and people can see that, the smile, the attitude, the quality in the product, the consistency, even in the staff, that's what causes more people to want to come on board. Maybe they want to work for you. Maybe they just want to buy your pretzels. And this is a whole unique set of concepts that can drive your business to the next level. Maybe somebody comes into your store and, I don't know, they're a den mother for the Cub Scouts. And the lady comes in and she says, I'd like to buy a few pretzels. So she buys a few pretzels for her sons. And they're like, gee, mommy, these pretzels are really good. You're right. We should go back there and we should get some for the whole den. Now you come back, the den loves it. Well, we should go back and do this for the whole troop. Well, we should maybe make this a fundraiser. So you get the idea, but it doesn't happen from being a business owner. So the business owner would just be like cut and dry. An entrepreneur wants to work with the customers, wants to make a difference, wants to have their mission, their vision, and their passion shared with other people. Because passion, ladies and gentlemen, I got news for you, is contagious in a very positive way. If people know that you have this amazingly infectious attitude, guess what? They're going to want to come back to you. They're going to want to see you. They're going to want to be part of you. Now, you're going to get people that are going to say, oh, I don't want to do anything because they're too busy, because they're so stuck in themselves and stick in the muds, right? You're going to get those people. Or they're going to tell you, I'm too busy, or I have a meeting, or I have a client. And they always seem to have a client when you have your meeting, right? Especially with networking. Don't worry about those people, because either those people are going to wake up and come around to the Kool-Aid that you're making and drink it, or they're just going to leave. And that's okay. Someone that has passion respects another at all times. I say to people, networking the way we do it might not be right for you. I mean, we ask people to keep their business cards and not share their digital business information until we ask them to. But if that's not something you're okay with, maybe our networking group's not right for you. Maybe you should go down the street or go to another group where they allow cards to be thrown around. I was at a networking group, I think it was a couple years ago, just before COVID. And this group had 500-600 people, and they always attract so many people. And I remember the person who was running it was telling me that I needed to hire him to grow my group. And first it sounded interesting. And then I realized when I went to his group, he was selling tables and he was getting the food basically for free because he was guaranteeing the restaurant so many drinks. That's how he got the food for free, like, hot appetizers and things like that. And so when this happened, he kept having people come to his event for, I'm going to say, a couple of years. And I went to one or two of the events, but I'm going to tell you something. When I went to this event, there were lots of people, but no one that I would want to invite to my table at home to have dinner. What that means is that the people that he was attracting were superficial. They were coming for numbers. They weren't coming for relationships, like Mr. Dale Carnegie said. Strive to become genuinely interested in the other people. You see, a lot of people in life aren't going to get this. And you know what those people do? They work for someone else. So you either get this and you create a path that people follow, or you follow others. So do you want to be a follower, or do you want to be a leader and have other people follow you? It's okay to follow some people, but it's good to be a leader. And if you have a value, have a standard for the way you network or the people you connect with, you see, that says something about you, about your integrity, about your character. And that's what will differentiate your business from another person, because of you. You see, people don't do business with another business just because they know what they're doing. They do business with people they know, like, and trust. And that, my friends, is where business gets born and referrals are made. Ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It has been extreme privilege, pleasure, and honor to be with you tonight, as it is every single evening. If you're stopping by, please do like the channel, support, leave a different mark, encourage, a curious insight, whatever works for you. Comment below. Is any of this stuff hitting home to you? Do you delegate? Are you afraid of delegating? Comment below about it. Tag your friends, your colleagues, and your associates. Share it out with everyone you know on social media. And then be sure to look at my YouTube channel, John space E space Morley space serial entrepreneur. Look for the key phrase, help keep our content free. And then below that, look for that PayPal link and make the choice to buy my team and I a cup of coffee. We'll be so grateful with those pennies, those dollars, and the investments we get. We'll put into new technology, new equipment, new software, new people, new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping, inspirational content to help you become a better version of yourself and help you understand the pathways that you should take to grow who you are and to grow your business. If you couldn't scan that QR code, don't sweat it. You can just go to Believe, just like my hat says, believemeachieve.com. It'll take you to the same place. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and I hope you understand that delegation is a big key to whether you will be a success or not. I'll see you tomorrow, everyone.